Hello and welcome to another Gareth guitar tutorial. My name is Gareth Evans. Today we are learning the song 7 Years by Lukas. This is a fingerstyle acoustic version of the song. So the last thing before we get started, we're going to need a capo on the 3rd fret of the guitar, right here, and everything else is in standard tuning, and that is about it. So we are going to start right at the very beginning. We're looking at the tabs at bar 1 to 3 to begin. Now you'll notice that I'm using this technique called artificial harmonics to play this section. And if you haven't done this before, this technique before, it might be difficult for you at the start, but I will talk you through it, how to do the technique, or you can always go to YouTube, search how to play artificial harmonics as well. The other option is that you play without the artificial harmonics for now, and just play it normal. Which it sounds great either way, so that's just an option for you if you're not familiar with the technique. Let's start off then, bar 1 to 3. Is that there? So what we do left hand, we start off on in these positions here. You've got this 1st string, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, and then the 2nd string, 5th fret, and then the 2nd string, 3rd fret. So that's where you go with your your left hand. And with the right hand here, what we're doing is we're touching the string directly 12 frets above where we're fretting with our index finger. And with another finger, with a nail, what we do then is pluck the string and then release the index finger away from the string to let it chime out. And that's how artificial harmonics are done. So with that in mind, 3rd fret is here from the capo, obviously. That's the direction I'll be giving so from now on, all from the capo. So 3 frets from the capo here. So if you add 12, that makes 15. So that's where we're touching the string, which is just 1 above this dot here. You have to be directly above the fret of the guitar, so directly above the metal. That's where you touch it. And then just try and play it, and then pull your finger away straight away. What happens if you hold your finger on too long? Well, this. You don't get enough of a chime. And what happens if you pull your finger away too quick? You get something like that, which is not what you want either. What you need to do is play around with it to get used to the movement that you need in order to hold your finger on for just the right amount of time. So once you've got that, oh, the other thing as well, you could be out of position. You could be too far up the neck, too far down the neck, and that won't give you the chime either. You need it directly above the metal fret of the guitar, if that makes sense, on the 15th. Okay, so that's explaining the technique out of the way. This sequence then, you go 15 with the right hand, 14 when you come down to the 2nd fret on your left hand, and over to the 17 on the 2nd string, and down to the 13 on the 2nd string for that end of that sequence. So that's them first 4 notes out of the way. That's bar number 1 complete. On to bar number 2. Okay, so that's what we play. The position with the left hand, you come to the 2nd fret on the 4th string, come to the 4th fret on the 3rd string here, and then you come to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And that's the whole position there. So what we do is with the thumb we play the 4, okay, and at the same time we play the harmonic on the above the 16th fret of the 3rd string. Okay, so we pluck that as a pinch, and then, okay, which is a series of single note artificial harmonics. That's the 15th fret above the 3rd string, and then 16th on the 15th fret on the 2nd string, sorry, and then back to the 16th on the 3rd, and finish off on the 2nd string again, 15th fret. So the whole bar Okay, so bar 1 and 2 together should play like this. Okay, next onto bar number 3. What we do that here is we release the 4th string, so the 4th string's open with our index finger. You play this to begin with, which is a pinch again on the 3rd and 4th string with that harmonic above the 16th fret. Okay, and then back to the 2nd string with the harmonic above the 15th fret. Okay, and to finish this bar, we play that sequence again, which is that rundown we started off with in bar number 1, just single notes. So the whole of the 3rd bar plays. So with the 2nd bar together, it plays. And all in all, so far, bar 1 to 3, you should have this. Okay, do note that if you're not using these harmonics, if you're just playing the straight picking, it should sound a bit like this. Okay, I'm not going to show an example of how it sounds without the harmonics in future. I just thought I'd throw that in there just for those of you who are trying to use the regular picking as opposed to artificial harmonics. So let's move on now to bar 4 through 7. Okay, that's bars 4 through 7, and they are quite repetitive with what we've just done. So we begin bar number 4. Okay, so that's bar 4. So here you've got the 3rd fret on the 5th string here. Again with the 4th fret on the 3rd fret on the 2nd. You're playing a pinch on 5 and 3 this time with your right hand, with that harmonic again above the 16th fret of the 3rd. So the 5 rings out on its own, and the 3rd string's that pinch harmonic, artificial harmonic. Okay, so followed by that sequence again, where you go to the 2nd string, 3rd string, 2nd string harmonic, like we did in bar number 2. Okay, bar 5 starts out without a bass note, so that's bar 5. You just play. You see that bass note comes in halfway through the bar. So you begin 3rd string and then 2nd string, and then harmonics again. And then you do this rundown, the same as we did in the other part of the intro, but this time we've got the open 4th string as a root note with the 1st pinch, so like that. So the whole of bar 5 plays like this. Okay, so 4 and 5 together should sound like this. Okay, moving on next, bar number 6 plays like this. Which is a replica of bar number 2, I do believe. It's exactly the same. The root note here back to the 2nd fret on the 4th string, used to the pinch with the 2 harmonics alternating. Difference now, up to bar number 7, you play this. There's this position here, so you got your little finger up to the 5th fret on the 4th string, with these 2 positions still here, the 4th on the 3rd, and the 3rd on the 2nd string. Okay, so this time the pinch with that bass note up on the 5th fret of the 4th string. That makes sense. Okay, so it's just 1 pinch with that 3rd string up to the 2nd string harmonic, and then followed by that rundown once again. Okay, so the whole of bar number 7 plays like that. And so 6 and 7 together should play like this. Okay, if we move on quickly now to bar number 8 and 9. Okay, much of the same again. So back to the 3rd fret on the 5th string. Okay, do that pinch to begin, and then them 3 single notes, which is the same as bar number 4, pretty much. Okay, move on now to bar number 9. You start off with a single 3rd string harmonic, which is here. Sorry. Okay, 16th fret harmonic. Single note there, and then you do that, run down one last time, and then we're into the first, or the next section, which is like the chorus for the first time. If that makes sense. So bar 8 and 9 together, plays like this. So before we move on, let's recap everything we've learned so far. We've learned 9 bars. Let's go 1 through 9 and see if we can play it together. I'll play it pretty slowly. It should go like this. We begin bar 10 and 11 together. Okay. Okay, that's the first 2 bars, that's 10 and 11. We begin here on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, the 2nd fret of the 4th string, like this, these 2 strings. What I use my little finger for the 2nd string because you play them both together and you slide down up to the 5th fret instantly on the 2nd string. Okay? So that gives you enough stretch with your fingers. If you're using like your middle finger, you might not have, or you definitely won't have enough stretch with that finger, with the middle finger. Anyway, so after that initial pinch and slide up, you play two plucks then on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Okay, next, that sequence. So what we're doing here is I'm flattening out my index finger so that I'm barring across the 3rd and 4th string. When you play the 2 strings, 3 and 4, you then hammer up to the 4th fret on the 3rd string. Okay, like that. And then you play the 2nd string, which should still be fretted on the 3rd fret. Okay, and then you lift off the 3rd string, 4th fret, back down to the bar which is on the 2nd fret, and then you play that. Okay? So that's the second half, bar 10. All in all, bar 10 should play like this. Okay, let's move on now, bar number 11. And that's what we play here. What we do, you go to the 5th fret on the 5th string. You play that with the open 3rd string as a pinch. And then come to the 2nd fret here on the 4th string straight after. Okay, the sequence now, kind of the same as what we just did. We've got a different root note this time though. You've got this root note still here, 5th fret of the 5th string. You're playing the 2nd fret of the 3rd, hammering up to the 4th fret. followed by the 3rd fret on the 2nd, and then the 2nd fret on the 3rd to finish off here. That same sequence again basically, but with a root note here. Okay, so that's bar number 11. So bar number 10 and 11 together should play like this. Let's move on then, bar number 12. Plays like that. So you come to the 3rd fret here of the 5th string with the open 3rd. Okay. Followed by the 2nd fret on the 4th. Okay. In this sequence here, at least halfway through, bar number 12. Okay, we begin 2nd fret of the 3rd fret still on that 5th string. You play both together and hammer up to the 4th fret on the 3rd string. Okay, so it's play a pinch and then hammer up to the 4th. Followed by the 2nd fret on the 3rd twice, but the 2nd time you pull off to open, so it's like that. 1, 2, and then pull off to open, don't pluck it again. That's the whole sequence there. Okay, hopefully you got that. Bar number 12, all in all then. Plays like that. And if we move on to bar number 13. Okay. Plays like that. So, still in the same position, 3rd fret on the 5th, 2nd fret on the 3rd. Play that to begin, a pinch on 3 and 5, followed by 2 more plucks on 3, and a pull off to open. Okay? Following that, you play that sequence there. You play a pinch on 3 and 4, okay, but sliding up from 2 to 4, the 2nd fret to the 4th fret on the 3rd string. So strings 3 and 4 together as a pinch, with that slide between fret 2 and 4 on the 3rd string. Okay? And to finish off this bar, you play a pull off from 2nd fret to open on the 3rd string. Like that. So bar 13 in total plays. Okay, and hopefully if you've got that, bar 12 and 13 together should play like this. Okay, so that's the first 4 bars of this like chorus. I call it a chorus because it's like the chorus section. But bars 10 to 13, all in all, what we've learned so far in this lesson should play like this. Okay. So if you move on next to bar number 14 and 15. That was 14 through 17. And basically 14 is a repeat of bar number 10, which we did to begin. Okay, I won't describe that in too much detail because I've already gone through that. Okay, bar number 15 now. Okay, what that is, you go to the 5th fret on the 5th string with the open 3rd. Okay, and then you play this rundown, which we did in episode or lesson number 1, which is the harmonics. Okay, refer to episode number 1 if you want to know how to do the harmonics, the pinch harmonics, by the way. So what this is here is a pinch on the open third with that first harmonic on the above the 15th fret with the right hand and the 3rd fret fretted on the left hand on the first string. Okay, followed by continuation of that sequence, 2nd fret on the first string, and then 5th fret on the 2nd, 3rd fret on the 2nd. And all in all, bar number 5 plays. Okay. So bar 14 and 15 together, I guess. And then 16, 17 is just like that. So 16 is basically 3rd fret on the 5th string for your root note with that then pinching bit exactly like we did in the first part of this guitar lesson, part number 1. That pinch with the 3rd string, 4th fret fretted on the left hand, and you've also got the 3rd fret on the 2nd string with the left hand. So it's that pinch followed by the individual notes, 2nd string, 3rd string, 2nd string. That's bar 16. Lastly, 17, bar 17, is that single note, the 3rd string plucked on that harmonic. And that's how this first chorusy bit finishes. Okay, so let's recap. Bar 14 through 17 goes like this. Okay, if we recap the whole of this lesson so far, bar 10 through 17, it should play like this. We are on tab 8, bar 18 through 21 on the tabs to begin. Okay, that's what we'll be learning to begin. So, bar 18. So, index finger 2nd fret of the 4th string. Okay. Okay, that's the sequence. You play the 4, 2 open 3rd strings, and then up to the 2nd fret on that 3rd string to finish off. Okay, so what I do, I flatten out my fingers, you can see here. So I'm now barred across the 3rd and 4th string. Next. Okay, that's the sequence. So you come up to the 4th fret on the 3rd string. Okay, you play the 3 and 4 together. You go back down to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Up to the 4th fret on the 4th string. And then open 3rd string. Okay, you see that? And altogether, this bar 18 that's how it's played. And next we're going to move on to bar number 19. And that's how that's played. So coming to the 5th fret on the 4th string with your little finger. You play the open 3rd string. Twice again. Out to the 2nd fret on that 3rd string. And then we play a pinch on 3 and 4. and hammer up to that 4th fret on the 3rd string. Okay? Up to the 3rd fret now on the 2nd string here. And to finish off, you play the 3rd string on the 2nd fret and pull that off to open. Okay? And that's how bar 19 should be played in its entirety. Okay, let's back up. So far, bar 18 and 19 should play like this. Okay, let's move on now. Bar number 20 and 21. It gets played like that. So begin, bar 20. Okay. It's like that. So 3rd fret on the 5th string. Again, 2 open plucks on the 3rd string and then up to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. But this time the timing's slightly different. You pause a little bit longer before you come in. Play like that. Okay, and then move on. Pinch on the 4th fret of the 3rd string with the root note here, the 3rd fret of the 5th. And to finish off, that sequence there, you play the 3rd string, 2nd fret, you pull that off to open, and then back onto the 2nd fret to finish off, like that. Okay? That is the 2nd half, so the whole of bar 20 is played like that. Moving on now, bar 21 plays like this. Okay, so it begins with a repeat of what we've just done at the end of bar 20. Okay, that sequence exactly again. Okay, and then we continue. Okay, so you play the 3rd and 4th string together on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, the 4th is open. And then you slide immediately up to the 4th fret on this 3rd string. And then you play that 3rd fret, 2nd string. And then again that pull off from 2nd to open on the 3rd string. Okay? So we'll know bar number 21 should be played like that. Let's back up bar 20 and 21 together. Okay, and back to bar 18 through 21 should be played like this. Okay, next up we're going to look at bar number 22 through 25. It plays like this. Okay, the second half of that is pretty much identical. The first half is slightly different. It's the vocal melody plays a little bit differently. So that's bar 22 to begin. Okay, that's what it is this time. Okay, so we've got, it begins the same exactly. 2nd fret on the 4th, 2 open 3rds, up to the 2nd fret on the 3rd. But this time, we've got that sequence there. So it's the pinch again, 4th fret of the 3rd, 2nd fret on the 4th. Again, down to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. But this time, when we get to that 4th fret on the 4th string, we play the open 3rd with it. And after that, we come up to the 2nd fret on the 3rd to finish off. Okay? And all in all, sorry. Okay? So that is bar number 22. 23 now. Okay, we start off here. 4th fret on the 3rd, 5th fret on the 4th. And play that sequence. So we pinch 3 and 4 to begin. Down to the 2nd fret on the 3, open 3, back on the 2nd fret of the 3. Okay? And to finish off bar number 23, it's exactly the same as we did in the second half of bar number 19. It's the pinch with the hammer up from 2 to 4 on the 3rd, 3rd fret on the 2nd, 2nd fret to open pull off on the 3rd string. Okay, and all in all, bar number 23, you should play like this. Okay, and if you've got that, 22 and 23 together should play like this. Okay, quite tricky that. I'll take a bit of practice. And then after that, these bar 24 and 25 are identical to 20 and 21. So I'm not going to go through that again. I'll just play it for you quickly. Okay, the only difference is that the first time you play and now you play, the only difference is the timing of the 2 open 3rd strings. First time, second time. If you see the difference there, not a great deal of difference, I'll admit, but there is a difference there still, just to point that out, but everything else is the same. Okay, so I won't go through that in too much detail. Okay, to recap then, let's go through bar 18 through 25 all in all together and let's see how we can play it, okay? Okay, that's how it should be played. Okay, so chorus number 2 now. Okay, it's kind of the same as the first chorus. But it's got like a different dynamic to it because it's got the deeper notes in it. So I'm just going to explain you through it as normal. 26 through 29 to begin. Okay, that's 26. So we start off here, 2nd fret of the 4th string, 3rd fret of the 2nd string, like we did in the first time we play this chorus. This time we're playing 6, 4 and 2, and we're doing that slide from 3 to 5 on the 2nd string. Okay, directly after that you play the 2nd string again, so it's, and then down to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string and play that twice. Next, you play the sequence here. The 3 and 4th string are barred on the 2nd fret. Playing both together, hammer up to that 4th fret on the 3rd string, followed by that 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And this time, what I do, bring my thumb over the top to the second fret of the 6th string, along with the second fret of the 3rd string. Like that. So, the whole sequence in bar 26 goes like that. Okay, hope you got that. Bar number 27 now. Okay, a lot of this is the same, but like I said, the root note is different. Bar 27, 3rd fret on the 6th string now with the open 3rd, followed by the 2nd fret on the 4th string. And then this sequence that we're quite familiar with already. I'm not going to describe that in too much detail, I'll just look at my fingers up. We've done this a few times. Okay, so bar 27 in total. Sorry, I bend that string a little bit. Okay, so bar 26 and 27 should play like this. Okay, and then bar number 28 now. I do believe that that is a repeat of the first time we played the chorus. Okay, I think it's bar 12 and 13 that's exactly the same as I have described that in another lesson. So hopefully you're working your way through this guitar lesson in sequential order, so you should know this bit already, okay? So I'm going to kind of quickly move over this. Okay, and if you are stuck and you don't know, just go back in to the other lesson where I describe how to play bar 12 and 13. Okay, so let's recap bars 26 through 29, what we've learned so far in chorus 2. Okay, that's how it should be played. Let's move on now, bar 30 through 33 to complete this lesson. Okay, bar 30 exactly the same as bar 26. Okay, bar 31. Okay, plays like that, so it's 3rd fret on the 6th string with the open 3rd string. This time the open 4th string, not the 2nd fret on the 4th string like we have been doing. And then from here, we play this 2 pinch harmonics. We come to the 4th fret on the 3rd string, the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, them 2 positions here. And then with the pinch harmonics like we did in the intro, we play the 16th fret harmonic here with the right hand on the 3rd string, and then the 15th fret harmonic with the right hand on the 2nd string. So it's, sorry. Okay, so let's play 30 and 31 together now. Should be like this. So let's move on, 32 to 33 plays. And then into the next verse, which it picks up the percussion. So to begin bar number 32, sorry, you keep these 2 fingers here, 3rd fret on the 2nd, 4th fret on the 3rd. This time the root note comes to the 3rd fret on the 5th string here. So what we're doing, we're playing a pinch to begin with. We're playing that harmonic on the 3rd string with the 5th string as with our thumb, just a regular note. Okay, followed by the 2nd string harmonic. Okay, I won't describe where you put your finger for the harmonic, you should know already. So it's followed by, which is again the 3rd string harmonic, but this time it's the open first string harmonic, which is directly 12 frets from the capo, is where you play this pinch, touch even, which is this dotted one here. Okay, so we've got an all bar 32 plays. Okay, bar number 33 now. So what you do, you come to the second fret on the first string, leaving your finger there on the 4th fret of the 3rd. You play the 3rd string harmonic, which has always been on the 16th fret position, above the 16th fret position here. But this time, you come to the 14th fret on the 1st string, and that's where you play your harmonic now, because it's fretted on 2, you add 12, it's 14 up here. Okay, so it's those two harmonics, and then we finish off with a little bit of percussion. We come to this position, 5th fret on the 2nd string and 5th string, and the 4th fret on the 4th string. So we're here, what we do, we just slap the strings all the way down. What I do, I don't leave the 1st or the 6th string open. I tend to mute them, my fingers, so the only strings that should sound are the middle strings. Okay, so when you just, all you have to do basically is just bounce your hand off the strings, I guess. We're not looking for a big slap or a fretboard smack, or we're not looking for a slap harmonic. We just want to bounce our hands off the string for some sort of chord noise and some sort of percussive noise as well. That's what we're looking for. Followed by a thump into the body of the guitar with your wrist on its own. And to finish off, another slap as you did before. So it's, and then into the, which will be the next lesson. That's bar number 34. I just previewed for you there. So the whole of bar number 33 plays, sorry. Okay. And if we recap bar 32 and 33, we should play like this. And go back to bar 30 to 33. Okay, now let's recap the chorus 2 section. So, like we've learned it, bar number 26 through 33. Let's see if you can play it together before we move on. Okay, so in this lesson, we're going to be starting at bar number 34. It says verse number 2 at the top on the tabs. If you're following along with the tabs, 34 and onwards. Okay, so that's the first 4 bars, 34 to 37. You'll notice now that we're adding in extra percussion, which is the thump with the wrist and the slap with the thumb. Also, there's another technique in there called slap, which I use. Okay, I use that right at the very beginning. I might as well explain to you. So let's look at bar 34. Okay, so first off, you're in the E minor position, so it's the 2nd fret on the 2nd fret on the 4th and 5th string. Okay, what we're doing with the right hand here is we're bringing the wrist in to thump, but we're also slapping with our thumb. So you've got a thump and a slap at the same time. But you're slapping so that the strings ring out. You're not slapping so that the strings die, like that. You want to bounce your finger or your thumb off the strings. Okay? That's just a simple. can practice that. Just flick your wrist a little bit, just to get the rings to sound after the slap. Okay, so after that, you've got the 2 open 3rd strings and then the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. The melody is pretty much identical to the other choruses, except the only difference is we're adding in the percussion now. So bear that in mind. I've gone through this melody with you a lot of times. That's the same melody. Okay, same melody, but just with extra dynamics, as it were. So I have explained to you the melody a couple of times. That's what I'm trying to say. So after the slap and thump, the 2 open 3rds, 2nd fret on the 3rd, and then you slap into the strings with your thumb. This is another technique. And you fret the 4th fret on the 3rd string and flick that with your index finger. Just aiming for that 1 string. Okay, the 2nd and 4th string, you can mute them with your finger here on the left hand. That's what I do. Okay, there. So that if you do happen to catch the 2nd or 4th string with this finger extension, they won't make a sound because they're muted with the left hand. So that's a little bit more technical, but more difficult to perform that. If you are struggling with this percussion, always leave it out to begin with. Learn the song and then add the levels of complexity, add the extra percussion, add the other things afterwards, so that once you're familiar with the song itself and you can remember the song, you can then work on the technique, which is a separate thing. And if you're still struggling, you can go to Gareth Guitar Tutorials on my website. I've got a 5-lesson series on percussion. I think if you go to guitar lessons on the top left and then go to other and then technique, and they should drop down to percussive slap and percussive thump, and that will help you with these, or those 2 series will help you with these kind of techniques we're using here. Okay, all that spiel out of the way, let's carry on. Okay, so after your slap there, so this is halfway through bar number 34 now. After that slap and that flick, you've got 2nd fret on the 3rd string, 2nd fret on the 6th string straight after with a thump, so it's, and then open 3rd, so it's slap, pluck, thump with the 6th string on the 2nd fret, and then open 3rd string, okay? And that's the whole of bar number 34. So all in all from the beginning. Okay, that's bar number 34. 35 now. Like that. So you come to the 3rd fret on the 6th string with the open 4th and you pluck and thump. Okay? Followed by the open 3rd and you get that 1 ring out. Up to the 2nd fret on the 3rd. And then that sequence there, which is slap and flick the 3rd string, 2nd fret, hammer it up to the 4th fret, and then that 3rd fret, 2nd string, followed by the pull off from 2 to open on the 3rd string. We've done that sequence before, usually with a slide, but this time it's a slap, flick, hammer up from 2 to 4, and then continue the sequence. Okay, should be kind of familiar. So all in all, bar 35. Play that again. I might have gone too fast on this bar, but just repeat the video. I think I've explained it well enough. I'll move on. Let's recap 34 and 35 together. Should play like this. Okay, that's that. Move up to bar number 36, 37. that's the sequence there. Again, much the same again, but add in the percussion. Start off 3rd fret of the 5th string, 2nd fret of the 4th. Pinch them both together with a thump into the body, followed by open 3rd, and then again up to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Okay? And now, that. It's 4th fret on the 3rd string, slap, and flick the 4th string, the 3rd string. Again, muting the strings around so you can slap as loosely, as imprecise as you like, and you'll only get that one note. Okay? Followed by the pull off from 2 to open on the 3rd, and then back up on to the 2nd fret of the 3rd. Okay? So it's that's the whole of bar number 36. 37 now. Okay, so we start off 3rd fret on the 5th string, 4th fret on the 3rd string, thump with a pinch. That sequence again, pull off from 2 to open on the 3rd, and then back on for a single note on the 2nd fret. So it's, and then to finish off, what you do is slap and flick 3 and 4. This is difficult. And you do that slide from 2 to 4 on the 3rd string, followed by the 2nd string 3rd fret, and that pull off as usual on the 3rd string, 2nd to open. And all together this bar. Okay. Now let's recap 36, 37 together. Once you got that, let's go back 34 through 37. So far, the whole of this lesson should sound like this. Okay, next up we're going to look at bars 38 through 41, and let's see how they play. For a lot of you, it might sound identical. There is a couple of little changes there between what we've just learned and this, so I'll go through them. Bar 38 is the first change. Okay, you play all that the same. After the slap, you come down to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. This time, that. So after the slap, 2nd fret on the 3rd. Now you're on the 2nd fret of the 6th with the open 3rd. You're playing them both together and hammer it to the 2nd fret. Playing the open 3rd straight after. Okay? So the second half of bar 38, it goes. And the whole of bar 38. I think I left out the fact that there's a thump with that pinch, but it's the same as the previous 4 bars where every bass note there's a thump. Okay, so keep that in mind if I don't manage to explain every single time there's a thump. Okay, after you've got that, bar 39 is a replica of 35, other than you've got 2 open plucks on the 3rd string straight after the first pinch. So it's the first time we just played the thump with a pinch and then 1 open 3rd string, then up to the 2nd fret. This time we're playing the thump with a pinch and then 2 open 3rd strings. I hope that makes sense. And then continue. The whole of the bar is the same after that. Okay, let's recap bar 38, 39. That's how they play. Let's move on now. Actually, bars 40 and 41 are a replica of 36 and 37, what we've just done, so it's... Oh, other than them two open notes, bar 34, after this pinch and thump, now you've got another two open notes on the third string, rather than just one note and then before going up to the second fret. Okay, like that this time. And then the remainder, bar 41 is the same as 37, identical. So what we're going to do now is recap 38 through 41 should play like this. Okay, let's recap bars 34 through 41, everything that we've done so far, and it should play like this. Okay, let's move on now. Bar number 42 through 49 is like the chorus the third time. The first time we play it with all the percussion, and it plays like this. Okay. Okay, that was a preview of the whole of the next 4 bars. They are a little simpler, there's less picking, I guess. But let's start with bar number 42 then. What we're doing here is we're doing that. Actually, it's exactly the same as we did in the last time we did the chorus in the previous lesson. The 3rd fret on the 2nd string slid up to the 5th fret, with the 2nd fret on the 4th and the open 6th. Okay, with a thump this time though. Okay. Down to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string straight after. Next, that slap and flick on the 2nd fret of the 3rd, hammered up to the 4th fret, followed by 3rd fret on the 2nd, followed by a pinch on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string and 6th string, and a thump at the same time. So it's okay. And all together so far, bar 42. Okay. That's the whole of bar 32. 42. This is 43 next. Okay. So it's open 3rd with the 3rd fret on the 6th, the thump. Okay. Followed by 2nd fret on the 4th. Again, we've got this sequence. Slap and flick down, that hammer up, that note, and then this time just the 2nd fret on the 3rd to finish. Okay, on its own. So we've got all in all bar 43. Okay, you may notice that I'm going a little bit faster through these sections now because we've played a lot of these sequences before. I don't want to go through them in too much detail, telling you exactly where to put the fingers. You should be familiar with them because you can already play these sequences. So that's why I'm going a little bit faster, because you're getting to the point now where you should know what I'm saying without me explaining it in too much detail. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, then watch parts 1 to 3 before coming here, because you obviously haven't picked up the sequences that I'm kind of going through now. So bar 42 and 43 together should play like this. Okay, let's move on now. Bar 44 and 45 play. This kind of similar to what we did last time, but 3rd fret on the 5th string, open 3rd string, pinch and a thumb, followed by the 2nd fret on the 4th string. Okay, that's the beginning of bar 44, and from here, you've got that hammer up from 2 to 4 on the 3rd string with a slap and flick. Okay, followed by 2 plucks on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, pulled off to open. Okay, so all in all, okay, that's bar 44. So bar 45 now. So it's the 2nd fret, 3rd string, 3rd fret, 5th string, together with a pinch and a thumb. Followed by 2 extra plucks and a pull off. Okay, and to finish bar 45, slap and flick, string 3 and 4, slide from 2 to 4 on the 3rd, and then a pull off from 2 to open on the 3rd. Okay, so all in all, bar 45 is played like that, and bar 44 and 45 together should play like this. Okay, let's recap bar 42 through 45. Now, to recap what we've done so far in chorus 3, it goes like this. Okay, moving on now to bar number 46 through 49 we play. Okay, so bar 46 is the same as bar 42. Okay, exactly the same. Next, 47. Slightly different now. You start off with a thump and a pinch, 3rd string, 6th string, fretted on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, followed by the open 4th this time, not 2nd fret on the 4th. Okay, after that, you got that sequence. So you slap and flick the 1st string on the 3rd fret on its own, followed by 2nd fret, open, and then 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Okay, and that's the whole of bar 47. Okay, and all together, 46 and 47, play like this. And next up, bar number 48. This plays... Okay, so we'll come to the 3rd fret on the 5th string, 2nd fret on the 4th string, and the 3rd and 2nd string open. You play them 4 strings together with a thumb. Okay, followed by the 3rd fret up to the 3rd fret on the 2nd. Okay. Next, you lift off the 2nd string again. You slap and flick the open 3rd and 2nd string. Okay, and then back up to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string straight after that. So it's try not to catch the 1st string like I did then, if you could hear that. So it's like that. Okay, that's bar number 48. Moving on now, bar 49, the same again to begin. Okay. And then this time, it's that sequence which we played a few bars ago. I can't remember what bar it was, but it's up to this position here, 5th fret, 2nd and 5th, 4th fret on the 4th. You slap into the strings or bounce your hand off, and then followed by a thump and then bounce again. We went through that in lesson number 3. So all in all, bar 49. And 48 and 49 together should play. And let's recap, 46 through 49 should play like this. Okay, so let's recap chorus number 3 then, as I've set it out in the tabs. Bar number 42, all the way through 49, and let's see if we can play it together. It goes like this. Okay, in this lesson, we're going to move a little bit faster than we have done in the previous lessons. We're on to bar number 50 now, 50 through 53 and onwards, I guess. So it's basically this part again. Okay, so it's the percussion, the part where there's a lot of percussion, and there's not a lot of difference between this and what we played in the previous kind of verse. This is verse 3, as I've called it, but I think the main difference is in the very first bar, it's that melody there. It goes da 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 da. Okay, you got two open plucks on that 3rd string for the whole time, especially when it goes to the C as well. Okay. Whereas in the last verse, what we did was just play that open 3rd string once, let it ring out for a bit, and then continue. If you're confused by what I've kind of said there, just check out the tabs and look how many open 3rd string notes there are after each initial bass note and thump, if that makes sense. So that's the whole of them 4 bars, and funnily enough, I'll just play it through for you, 50 through 53. The next 4 bars, 54 to 57, are identical, okay? Apart from that very first bar again, 55 through 57 are identical. I'll rephrase what I just said. 55 through 57 are identical. 54 is a little bit different. You've got that bit's exactly the same. But when you come to this, you've got that. Actually, is identical to the last time we played it. So we've got the hammer on to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string with the bass note, that, and then open. If you remember that, and then. Like I said, I'm not going to stick around too long on these bars, but that's basically verse number 3 as it's played. I'll play it through in its entirety as a bit of a recap, why not? Play these 8 bars and then we can move on. Next we're looking at bar 58 through 65 and onwards, I guess. Chorus number 4, as I've called it, in the tabs. Okay, that first 4 bars, 58 through 61, are exactly the same as we played it in the previous chorus. Chorus number 3, exactly the same. Okay, I'm not going to repeat that again. I'm just going to move on quickly to 62 through 65. This is with the first main difference, I guess. Something like that it goes. So what we've got here is we start off open 6, second fret on the 4, open 3, open 1 as a finger roll and a thumb. Okay? Okay, after that you play the open first, second fret on first, and then slap and flick down on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Followed by 2nd fret on the 1st, up to the 2nd fret on the 6th, and open first as a pinch with a thump into the body of the guitar, okay? Okay, and all in all, bar 62. Okay, hope you got that. On to 63. Okay, you come to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, 3rd fret on the 6th string. You start off with 6, 4, 3 and 2, okay, as a kind of pinch at the same time as a thump. Okay, followed by 6 on its own, kind of quietly. You don't need to express this note too loudly. Okay, you don't have to accent it, is what I'm trying to say. And then you slap and strum. Okay, you're strumming strings 4, 3 and 2 as you slap into the strings. Okay. Another unaccentuated bass note on the 6th string after that. Okay, so that's bar number 63. If we back up 62 and 63 together, play. Okay, that's that. Up to 64 and 65. Play like that, pretty simple. You're in this C position the whole time. You've got this alternating open 2nd string to 3rd fret on the 2nd string thing going on. So we begin with a finger roll 5, 4, 3 and 2. Sorry, open 2nd string to begin with. 3rd fret on the 5th, 2nd fret on the 4th. Okay, with a thump, so it's then 4 strings with a thump into the body of the guitar. Okay. 2nd string on the 3rd fret, straight after that. Next. Kind of the same again, but this time you slap into the strings and play the open 2nd and 3rd string. Or you can play the 4th string as well, depends. You don't have to be exactly accurate with what strings that you're strumming down in this position. Followed by the 2nd string, 3rd fret again after that. So it's all in all 64. Okay. 65 now. Pretty easy. What we do is we bring the whole dynamics down, we let go of the percussion, and we just begin. Quick finger roll 3 on the 5th string as usual. Open 2nd and 3rd as like a quick arpeggio. Followed by a series of single notes on the 2nd string, the 3rd fret, open, and then the 3rd fret again. So it's, and that brings the whole dynamic of the song down for the next chorusy bit, I guess. Okay, so that's 65. 64 and 65 together. And now let's recap 62 through 65, plays like this. Okay, it's important to try and get like the dynamic transition from the real beefed up down to the, it's important to get that right. Okay, so let's recap then, bar 58 through 65, all in all, and it plays like this. Okay, pretty much like that. Okay, next we're looking at bar 66 through 73, and this is okay, that sequence there, it's kind of like the first time we played the chorus section, I guess. You're dropping all the bass notes on the 5th and 6th string, or the 6th string at least, and you're dropping the percussion as well. So it's back to like the simple, low dynamic. Okay, so I'll just run through it in order quickly. So bar 66. Okay, that sequence there, we've done that before. I'm not going to go into detail with that. Bar 67, we might not have done this. Okay, I think the first time we played the root note here on the 5th fret of the 5th string, okay, with our little finger. But this time we're playing the 5th fret of the 4th string, followed by the 2nd fret on the 4th string. So we've got, if we run it in with bar 66 too, it plays like this. Okay, and so 67 concludes that sequence again. We've done lots of times already, and then that's bar 68. And 69, we've done that lots of times. So I'll just recap quickly, bar 66 through 69 should play like this. And on bar 70, pretty much exactly the same as what we've just done. We're missing out that note in bar 71. And just go into if I can play it right, that harmonic section, which was primarily in the first lesson. So if you're not familiar with those harmonics, then you should have watched part 1 or go and watch part 1 now before we continue. So bar 70, and then 71, 72, sorry, 73, it's a solo, that last note. So let's recap bar 66 through 73. It should play like this. Okay, I did miss one of the notes there in the harmonics, but never mind, I'm just going to move on. Next we are looking at bar 74 and onwards. It's called verse number 4 in the tabs, and it plays something like this. Okay, that's the next 8 bars worth. I played a preview for you there. So back to another verse, but we play it differently this time. Again, pretty much the theme of this whole lesson is everything's a little bit different. So it's a lot of single notes in this section. There's not very many pinches until you get to the end. So we begin, it's bar 74, 2nd fret of the 4th string, followed by open 3rd, 2nd fret on the 3rd. Okay, and then 3 plucks on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and then 2nd fret, open 3rd. Okay, and that's how bar 74 is played. Next bar 75. Okay, that's bar 75. So 5th fret here on the 4th string, followed by 3 open 3rd strings, followed by 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Okay, followed by that old sequence again, which is pretty much in every 4 bars, pretty much. Hammer from 2 to 4 on the 3rd string, 3rd fret on the 2nd, pull up from 2 to open on the 3rd string. Okay, so the whole of bar 75. Okay, play a little bit slower. So, bar 74, 75 together should play like this. Okay, bar 76 next. Okay, again, lots of single notes this time. No hammer or pull-offs in this bar. 3rd fret on the 5th string. 2 open 3rd strings, 2nd fret on the 3rd to finish. Okay. Followed by the sequence there, 4th fret, 2nd fret, open, 2nd fret. All on the 3rd string. Okay, so it's, and that is the whole of bar 76. Let's move on to 77. Is that sequence there. We begin where we left off in bar 76. That same sequence again. Begin there and finish off. Come to the 4th fret of the 3rd string. It's just basically the same as, you could do the hammer on if you wanted to. I've written in the tabs like this. I don't know if it's exactly accurate, but anyway, 4th fret on the 3rd string, open 4th. 3rd fret on the 2nd, pull off from 2 to open on the 3rd. So the whole of bar 77 plays like that. Let's recap bar 76 and 77 together. They should play like this. Okay, let's go back. Recap 74 through 77, verse 4 in its entirety so far should play like this. Okay, let's move on now. Bar 78 and onwards. So 78 is that. little bit different to last time. So we've got second fret on the fourth, open third twice, and second fret on the third. Okay, and then that sequence which we played at the end of bar 76, fourth fret, second fret, open, second fret on the third string. Okay, and that's the whole of bar 78. Bar 79. Okay, we start off fifth fret on the fourth string with the open third as a pinch, followed by two open third strings and then the second fret on the third string. Okay, like that. And to finish the bar, that old chestnut again, that same old hammer up on the third string, third fret on the second, and then pull off on the third. Okay, so it's that's the whole of bar 79. To recap, 78, 79 together, play like this. So next up is bar 80 and 81, they play this. Slightly different now, we've got double time on the bass notes compared to what we were doing in the last 6 bars. So we've got third fret on the fifth string, open third twice, second fret on the third, and then you got a pinch here, fourth fret on the third, and then third fret on the fifth string, followed by second fret, open, second fret on the third string. So the whole of bar 80 plays. Okay. So bar 81. Like that. So we continue. That sequence which we just played at the end of bar 8 is exactly the same. And here, we come to this shape here to begin. Second fret on the fifth string, fourth fret on the third string, followed by the third fret on the second string. And then you do that pull off from second to open on the third. Okay. And so bar 81 in its entirety should play like this. Okay, that's bar 81. Let's play 80 and 81 together. They should sound like this. Recap, bar 78 through 81 now should play like this. So let's recap now to finish off bar 74 through 81. These 8 bars together. Let's see if we can play them together, and they should go something like this. So in this lesson, we're looking at the middle section, as I've called it, in the tabs, bar 82 and onwards. Starts like a bit like this. that's the first 8 bars that we're learning anyway, 82 through 89. So let's begin. We begin here. That's bar 82. Got 3rd fret on the 5th string, 5th fret on the 4th string, open 3rd, and 3rd fret on the 2nd string as a finger roll, like a quick arpeggio. If you can't manage the arpeggio effect, just play them all together. Okay? So, after that, you come down to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, twice. What I do here, as you can see, I lift my little finger off the 2nd string, move it down, move the middle finger onto the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Okay, after that, you lift off the 2nd string, you play it open with the 5th string as a pinch, and then add the 3rd fret back onto the 2nd string and play that on its own. Okay? Lastly, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, open 4th string as a pinch. Okay? That's bar 82. 83 now. We begin open, 3rd, open 6, and then 2 strikes on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Okay, next, you play this sequence we've played so many times before in this song so far. We're playing it with a pinch to begin on the hammer up with the open 6th string. Okay? If you don't know what I'm talking about when I'm playing this bit, then you should have picked that up from the other lessons. You should go and recap the other lessons. There's that sequence there. Bar 83 in its entirety plays. And to recap 82 and 83 together, play like this. Okay, let's move on to 84 now. There's that sequence there. You've got this shape here, the 5th fret on the 5th string, 4th fret on the 4th string, 2nd fret on the 3rd string. You got a finger roll on them 3 strings to begin. Okay, again, just pinch it if you can't do the finger roll, it's just as good. Okay, so after that finger roll, you've got 2 plucks on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, pull that off to open. Okay, like that. So that's the first half of 84. The next half, exactly the same again, pretty much. But to begin, we're just playing a pinch on 5 and 3, and then continue the sequence again. So 84, all in all. Plays like that. Moving on to 85 now. All in all plays like that. So we begin here. What we do basically is from this position where we were, we come to this position. So we just move the index finger, 2nd fret of the 5th string, leave the ring finger on the 4th fret of the 4th string, and the middle finger comes into the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Hopefully you can make that stretch. If not, you just have to rejig and use your little finger for that 4th fret on the 4th string. But I play it like this. You play a finger roll, 5, 4, 3 again. Exactly this. Actually, it's the same sequence to the right hand. A finger roll, and the 2 plucks on the 3rd string pull off to open. Okay, to finish off. Sorry, you got pinch on the 4th fret of the 3rd with the 2nd fret on the 5th, and then play the 3rd string on the 2nd fret and pull that off to open. Okay, so the all in all bar 85 plays like that. So let's recap 84 and 85 together. It plays like that. And so let's recap everything we've done in this lesson so far. 82 through 85 plays like this. Okay, let's move on now to bar 86 through 89. Okay, that's that sequence there. We will begin at bar 86. That sequence there. 3rd fret on the 5th string is the only position you need to begin. You play the 5th string, you play the 3rd string open twice, and hammer up to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Okay? Next. So it's a pinch on the 3rd fret of the 5th string and the 4th fret of the 3rd string, followed by the pull off from 2nd to open on the 3rd, and then the 2nd fret on the 3rd afterwards. That's that sequence, and all in all 86 plays. Like that. On to 87 now. It's this sequence. So open 4, open 3, followed by 2 open 3s and a hammer onto the 2nd fret, followed by you play a finger roll on 6, 4 on the 2nd fret, and open 2, followed by pull off from 2 to open on the 3rd string. Okay, that's bar 87. So 86 and 87 together plays. Okay, next up we're moving to bar 88 and 89. Bar 88 to begin. It's pretty simple. What we're doing here is like a B minor shape. You've got 2nd fret on the 5th, 4th fret on the 4th and 3rd string, and you've got the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Okay, so that's the position. You play 5, 4 and 3 together, followed by 3 single plucks on the 2nd string. After that you strum down all 4 strings, followed by another 3 plucks on the 2nd string. Okay? So that's the whole of bar 88, and together it should sound like this. Okay, next up, bar 89. That sequence there. So we move to this position, 2nd fret on the 5th string with your middle finger, index finger, 1st fret of the 4th string, ring finger, 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and the little finger comes to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Okay? Like a B7. So you play 5, 4, 3 and 2 as a pluck or finger roll, whatever. And then 3 open 2nd strings. Followed by a strum down on strings 5, 4 and 3 alone. Try and mute the 2nd string if you can. And when I say mute, I mean use the ring finger, the fleshy part of the ring finger, to mute that second string, because we don't want that melody note in there. We just want this melody note, which is the second fret on the third. Followed by 2 open third strings, and that completes the bar. So bar 89 plays like that. Sorry. Bar 88 and 89 together. And there's a quick change that between there's a very quick change between 88 and 89. It might take some practice. But let's recap. 86 through 89 should play like this. Let's recap now bar 82 through 89 what we've done so far, and these 8 bars should sound like this. Okay, something like that. Okay, next up we've got bar 90. Which is that section there. So we begin bar 90. It gets difficult here because it's intricate kind of positions with your left hand as well as the percussion. So do bear in mind, it does get difficult. Just leave the percussion out if you don't, if you can't do it as usual. Back to this position again, but this time we're playing it with the wrist thumb. Okay, them 2 plucks on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string afterwards, followed by a slap and a flick on the open 2nd string. It's quite difficult to get that just on its own. But after that, you play the 2nd fret on the, the 3rd fret on the 2nd string straight after. Followed by that position again, 2nd fret on the 3rd, open 4th. Actually with a thumb. Okay, bear that in mind. Okay, followed by bar 91 now. It's the open 3rd and open 6th string like we did in the previous 8 bars. This time we got a thumb. Okay, and then that sequence again, but this time with a slap to begin. You'll see it's just pretty much identical to the previous 8 bars, but you've got percussion in now. So far anyway, it changes later on, but so in its entirety, bar 91 and bar 90, 91 together. Moving on now, bar 92 and 93. Or something like that. We begin here, 5th fret on the 5th string, open 3rd with it, and a thump into the body of the guitar, followed by an open 3rd straight after. Follow that up with 2 plucks on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Okay, so like that. To finish this bar, that same sequence again. Slap into the strings, do the hammer up, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, pull off 2 to open on the 3rd. Okay, so that's bar 92. 93 plays like that. To this position again, 2nd fret on the 3rd and 5th, 4th fret on the 4th string. Play that with a thumb, okay? And then followed by 2 plucks on the 3rd string and then pull off to open. Okay? Next, up to the 4th fret on the 3rd string, so you've got 2 on the 5, 4 on the 4, 4 on the 3, as slap and strum down. Okay? And finish off, a pull off from 2 to open, a quick pull off at the very end of the bar on the 3rd string. Okay? So all in all, bar number 93. Plays like that. '92, '93 together play like this. And 90 through 93 play like this. Okay, let's move on to 94 now. So that's played. So, bar 94 to begin. We've got 3rd fret on the 5th, 2nd fret on the 4th, and then open 1, 2, and 3. Okay, what we're doing is strumming down and thumping into the body at the same time, followed by open 1st, 2nd fret on the 1st. Okay. Next, slap and flick the 3rd fret on the 1st string down to the 2nd fret on the 1st string, just an upwards pluck after that. Okay. Finish off here, you come to the 5th fret on the 5th string with the open 1st. And a thump, I didn't mention that, but a thump as well as that pinch. And that is the whole of bar 94. Next, you come to this position here, you've got the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, 2nd fret on the 4th. Okay, you're playing 6, 4, 3, 2 as a pinch, and then thump into the body of the guitar. Okay, followed by a single pluck on the 6th string, slap and strum, the same 3 strings, 4, 3 and 2, and then an open 6th string again. So all in all, like that. Okay, so let's recap bar 94, 95 together. Next, 96 and 97. Something like that. So 96, the same shape again, 3rd fret on the 5, 2nd fret on the 4, open 2 and 1. Sorry, open 3 and 2. With a thump, up to the 2nd fret on the, 3rd fret on the 2nd string. There. Followed by slap and strum, the strings open, and then 3rd fret on the 2nd string after that. And that's the whole of bar 96. 97 now. Continue in the same vein as you did at the beginning of 96. You pluck them all, and then up to the, with a thump, and then up to the 3rd fret on the 2nd. Now, you move everything up 2 frets basically, so you've got on the 5th fret of the 5th, 4th fret on the 4th, you've got the open 3rd string and the 5th fret on the 2nd string. Okay, here what we do is we slap down the strum, and then strum up with the index finger, and then slap, do the same again, repeat. Okay, so all in all, and so 97 plays, and that's 97, 96, 97 together. Okay, let's recap now. 94 through 97 should play like this. Let's just recap now, bar 90 through 97, these last 8 bars, they should play like this. Okay, so next up we're going to be learning bar 98 through 105. Okay, like that. So it's like the whole build up for the whole song in these next 4 bars, and then lower it right back down again. So bar 98 to begin with. What we're doing here, by the way, we've got a lot of up strumming with our index finger. So when we're pinching, the only time we strum down is when we've got a slap in this section, if that makes sense to you. We begin in the E minor position. Although we don't play the 4th and 5th string, I like to fret them on the 2nd fret anyway, just in case we play them by mistake. So they're not actually in the tabs for us to play them, but that's why I do that. That's why I fret these 2 strings, FYI. So we begin, we strum up the first 3 strings and pluck the 6th, okay, like this, but with a thump, followed by 2 strums upwards on the first 2 strings. The 2nd strum comes with the 2nd fret on the 1st string. Okay. Next, you slap and flick down the first 2 strings, but this time on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, and then pluck upwards or strum upwards. So all in all, okay, next, up to the 2nd fret on the 6th string, same place again on the 1st string, the 3rd fret, but this time we've got a strum up and pluck with a bass note. Wrist thump into the body of the guitar. Okay, after that thump you play 1 more strum up. So that's the whole of bar number 98 now. Bar 99 begins like that. Up to the 3rd fret on the 6th string you pinch and strum up again as usual. But this time you're pulling off from 3 to open on the 1st string, followed by 2 up strums on strings 1 and 2. Okay? Now back onto the 3rd fret of the 1st string, you slap and strum down 1 and 2, and then you strum up 3 times. Okay? All in all, bar 99. Okay? So 88 and 89 together. Like that. 100, bar 100. We have done 100 bars so far. A lot of the same, but this time 3rd fret on the 5th string as your bass note with the strum up, and that pull off again from 3 to 1 on the 1st. This time you've got an extra up strum, so there's 3 up strums after the pull off and the thump. Okay, like that. Followed by the same thing again. Back onto the 3rd fret of the 1st string, slap and flick down, and then strum up 3 times. Okay, like that. So bar 100 in its entirety. Plays like that. Bar 101. Plays like that. So it's that to begin with. Down to the 2nd fret on the 1st string with the 3rd fret on the 5th as your bass note again. You play that 3 times, or you do the thump and the strum upwards and the pluck, pinch, and then another 2, and then the 3rd time you're up to the 3rd fret on the 1st string. Like that. Followed by that there, which is a regular D shape, 2nd fret on the 1st string, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and a 3rd fret on the 4th. You slap and strum down all bottom 4 strings. Okay? Like that. The 2nd time you strum it, you add the 3rd fret on the 1st string. And that completes bar 101. Well, 100 and 101 together, play like this. And then 98 through 101 plays. Okay, hope you're with me so far. 102 to 105. Something like that. 102. Same again. You've got pinch with the thumb on the E minor shape, and then open 1st, 2nd fret on the 1st as a strum upwards on its own, and then strum down on the 3rd fret of the 1st string and slap, and then down to the 2nd fret on the 1st with the strum up on its own, and then up to the 2nd fret on the 6th string, pluck upwards on the open first 2 strings, and that completes bar 102. Next up, bar 103. So we come to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string and 6th string. We play 2, 3, and 6 together and a thump. Okay, followed by the 6th string, slap and strum down 4, 3, and 2, and then the 6th string on its own to finish. Okay. Let's recap 102, 103. Okay, that is pretty easy. 104, 105. Sorry. fret, third fret of the fifth, second fret of the fourth, this C shape again. Open second and third. That finger roll, no percussion now, we're dropping the percussion. Finger roll on 4 strings, up to the third fret on the second string. And then next, we lift off the second string, we strum down 4, 3 and 2, and then back up to the third fret on the second string. Okay? That's bar 104. 105, you start off with the open second string again, but 2, 3 and 5 together as a pinch, followed by third fret, open, third fret on the second string. So that's 105. 104, 105 together. Something like that. 102, 105. So now let's recap at bar 98 through 105. It should play like this. So to finish the song, we've got the outro, like 106 through 115 is it pretty much. So we've got that sequence is 106 through 109, which we've covered before. I'm not going to go through that in too much detail. If you got to this section, you haven't watched the previous lessons, then you should go back and watch them. If you have watched, you'll know exactly what I played there. Let's move on 110 and onwards. Yeah, so we're basically bringing the whole dynamic down again. We're adding these pinch harmonics in again. So bar 110, bar 111. So that's 110 and 111. 112 and 113 plays. So you've got that rundown at the end again. And to finish up the last 2 bars, 114 to 115. Like that. So we've got the 1 of 14. Nothing different there. But this time, to finish that bar, we've got the second fret on the third and the fourth fret on the fourth. Okay, that pinch there. And then 115, the very last bar, you got third fret on the sixth string, fifth fret on the fourth string, third string, fourth fret on the third even. Okay? And that finishes, completes the song. Let's just recap 110. We'll do 106 through 115 and as a final recap. is it. I have finished. Wow, I'm so happy. Thanks for watching this epic conclusion. It's like 40 odd minutes of this lesson. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please click the thumbs up button, and I hope you've enjoyed the whole series so far. I do provide these lessons absolutely free, so the very least I ask is that you guys just click the thumbs up button and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done already. Thank you for watching this series. Thanks for supporting me as usual, especially the guys on Patreon who are super awesome. I will see you again in the next guitar lesson. Until then, bye for now. Okay, and that just about does it for this lesson. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please click the thumbs up button because it really does help me out. And if you haven't already, why don't you subscribe to my YouTube channel, because it does not cost you a thing, and these guitar lessons, absolutely free, and they come, every few weeks or so. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again in the next one. Until then, bye for now.